What's going on, Llama Legion? My name is Dawson, or the Llama, and in this video, I'm going to take a look at the Arrow television series Oliver Queen pop vinyl figure. So, I went to my local Target today in the search for the 4-pack of the mini Peanuts figures, and I ended up going to, because the Peanuts figures are with the Charlie Brown stuff, or the Peanuts stuff is with the Peanuts aisle area display thing, and a few aisles down there was a Pops, and because I'm a Pop collector I always go check it out. So I went and checked it out, and they had Catwoman, or Black Canary, sorry, not Catwoman, I don't know why I called her Catwoman. They had Black Canary, they had Deathstroke, and then they had Oliver Queen, and I already had Deathstroke. The Black Canary was crushed. I wish I could have picked her up, but the box was crushed. And they had Oliver Queen here, and Oliver Queen figure was in amazing condition. Amazing condition. The only thing wrong with it is there is a little bit of a dent here on the back, or not even a dent, just a little bit of a crease here on the back. But other than that, it's in amazing condition. So I'm going to start off by taking a look at the box. So here's the front. The side, I love that. I think it looks very cool. The back, so the figures you can get in this series is Oliver Queen, the Arrow Unmasked, which I think it's an exclusive somewhere. I don't think you can just find it out in the wild. And I also thought the Unmasked Oliver Queen was an exclusive somewhere, but apparently not. It's just a regular figure. Black Canary, Deathstroke Unmasked, and John Diggle, which I would love to get that John Diggle. It just looks so cool. They need to make a John Diggle figure of just John. Nothing of him inside, nothing, not him in his Arrow costume, because he's only in it for like one episode, right? Sorry, I don't really know. I've watched a few episodes from the first season. I really need to get caught up. I'm watching so many TV shows right now. It's super hard. And the bad thing is I'm the biggest Flash fan. Flash is my favorite DC hero. I have only watched a few episodes from the first season of Flash. I know, right? Like, it is like I'm going to Flash hell or DC hell for not watching the Flash show, because the Flash and Arrow shows are both highly acclaimed. They're really good shows. People really enjoy them critically and just from the fans and audience. So I really need to catch up on them. But I'm sure that John Diggle's only in it for like an episode or two, or only like maybe not even for an episode, probably for a few scenes. But I just really would love a John Diggle figure, because John is just such a freaking cool character. One of my favorites. And I hear that Felicity is getting her own pop figure. I don't know if it's out yet, or if it's going to be exclusive somewhere, but I know Felicity's getting her own figure. So there's those figures, right on the back. The ones I have are Deathstroke. I have Deathstroke and the Arrow, and now I have Oliver Queen. So I have some catching up to do. And then here's the other side, where just little window case. And while I'm opening this, like I say in all of my videos, please go like Funko on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Original Funko, and go follow them on Facebook and Twitter at Original Funko. They always hold different giveaways and contests, and are always releasing and showing off their new lines and their Funko products. So like recently, I know they're doing Halloween. The Nightmare Before Christmas, not Halloween, Nightmare Before Christmas, new Dorbs, and there's a few new Funko Pop lines coming out soon. So there's so many new lines they show there on their social media pages, so you should go check them out. So let me get him out. So here he is. Now, I would have the Arrow figure with me here to compare, but it is in the bottom of my bag of Pops, because I have a whole big old bag next to me with all my Pops in it, so I really can't get him out right now without moving a bunch of them over. But here he is. Amazing, amazing figure. It doesn't really look like Stephen Amell. Stephen Amell, it's kind of hard to match his look, because he's a good-looking guy. I mean, come on, we can all admit Stephen Amell is a good-looking guy, and these Pops, as amazing as they are, they can't give the guy justice. And this Pop, it has the Oliver Queen look to him, the little beard, 4 o'clock shadow almost thing, and his hair is not really like the Arrow's hair, but he looks good. I like him. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with him. Now, the only thing that's different about this figure, as far as I can tell, is just the head swap. It's just a head swap. Nothing really big about it. So the body is the exact same. All you're getting is an unhooded. Because I know, like here, there's the Arrow unmasked. You're basically just the Oliver Queen figure is just the Arrow figure that's unmasked without the hood. That's all it is. But that's good. It's a cool figure. I like it. And if this is the only Oliver Queen that we're gonna get in his Arrow costume, because I know there's one for like Entertainment Earth, or something like that, where it's him holding like a tennis ball and like maybe a bow, and he's like shirtless and shows all his scars and tattoos. I know there's that, but if we're gonna only get this figure with him in his Arrow costume, it's a good figure. There's nothing really wrong with it. I don't know why I tilted off to the side like this. It's like he is taking up so much of the room that I just had to tilt to the side, like, oh, I can't be in the same frame as Stephen Amell or Oliver Queen. But he is just a good looking figure. Now he is kind of a darker figure. I'm gonna try to turn on my light. Woo! So he is a darker figure because the black, the kind of dark green or black. It's dark green because the dark green suit. But there is a lot of detail here in the figure. It's a good looking figure, other than the likeness of Stephen Amell. It's a good looking figure, and definitely if you find one at your local Target or even Toys R Us, Target is probably one of the cheapest places to buy Pops. I know that when I find Pops at Target, I don't really hesitate to buy because they're $8.99 there, and some places they're $9.99, $10, $11, $12, $13 in some places. Especially if you go to like a comic shop, an independent comic shop, they have some pretty expensive prices for Pops. So if you go to Target and you find a Pop you like, it's $8.99. They're extremely cheap. Pick it up, and this is a figure I can recommend for you guys to pick up if you do find it out in the wild or even online. If it's cheap enough and you feel like you should have it in your collection. And if you're an Arrow fan and you're a fan of Oliver Queen or Stephen Amell, pick him up. He's a cool figure. I like him. There's no paint flaws with it at all. It's a good looking figure, other than a few scuffs here and there. But it's a good figure. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, join the Llama Legion. Also share this video with your friends, your fellow Arrow fans and Funko collectors, Funko fanatics. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.